Yo, what is up, guys? This is RizzyPOW, and this is going to be week 1 of the UBC. But, yeah, today I'm going to be going up against Adam the Bee's Knees. And, I don't know why I talked in that voice. I just felt like being a cool dude, and, yeah. But, yeah, I'm going to be going against Adam. If you guys don't know him, he is a really cool guy. Make sure to go check him out. He is helping to, like, commission the league. I think he's the main commissioner. I don't know. Might be CJ. I guess maybe they're both partners. And, like, I don't fucking know, dude. But, yeah, he's one of the commissioners, and he's a really good friend of mine. So make sure to go check him out. His link will be in the description below. He's also in the NPL Minors, which is, you know, the NPL representing, it feels. So, make sure to go check him out, his NPL matches, UBC matches, all that kind of stuff. But I'm going to be playing him this week, which is really exciting. Haven't played him really before, and yeah, you guys can see the matchups on this side. You guys can see my team, obviously, and then you can see his team. So he is a Manaphy, Zygarde 50, Thundy Team, Metagross, Alolan Ninetales, Mega Sab, Aerodactyl, Chansey, Lurantis, Venomoth, Crustle, Blaziken. So he has a really interesting team. I don't know what I feel about this team. I think it's kind of weird. It has like a lot of scary elements to it, though, which I'm going to talk about in a really briefly. So what his team looks like to me, he has a ton of really scary setup sweepers. You know, he has Manaphy with Tail Glow, Potential Z, Rain Dance, Zygarde 50, which is super scary as a DD user. He has Thundy T, Agility, Nasty Plot. His Metagross really isn't, you know, doesn't have much setup. Has Rock Polish. It can be Rock Polish, which there's also that. And then he has, you know, other setup sweepers like low tier setups users, which are also sort of scary, as like Lurantis, Venomoth, Crustle, Blaziken. Blaziken, you know, has double dance sets, or just agility or swords dance or anything. So pretty interesting. And then along with all these setup sweepers, he has Alolan Ninetales, and then he has a Mega Sableye Chansey course. So just really weird. Like, it just seems like it has like a ton of random elements together. I don't know how I feel about it. I felt like the Mega Sableye Chansey kind of is a bit random, but like it kind of fits. I don't know. I feel like he could have done his draft differently. I know he, you know, it's a fun draft though, for sure, with like the Alolan Ninetales plus a ton of setup sweepers. And Mega Sableye honestly is one of my favorite megas to ever use in the format. Although I don't really feel like it fits too well on this team. But yeah, so let's just get into the team that I built for him. Well, just looking at team matchup though, Zygarde 50 under Auroraville with the Alolan Ninetales is probably the biggest threat to my team. Other threats, Manaphy is actually really scared of my team too, because again, if you guys didn't watch my draft analysis, my team is actually pretty slow. Like, my only things that outspeed it are Mega Diancie and Superior. He can be a potential Rindoberry Manaphy for Serp. He can be Z Rain Dance as well, which I don't think Z Rain Dance is the best set versus me at all, because he needs a lot of coverage moves. Like, even 3 coverage moves aren't really enough for him to just kill everything, because, you know, he wants Dazzling Gleam for KB, he wants Surf as General Stab, and then he could have Energy Ball for Gastrodon, but then he also wants Ice Beam a lot for Superior. He'll probably overgo the, he probably won't be Energy Ball, just because, you know, Gastro isn't the best versus his team. Mega Sableye is a bit annoying, so it means stuff like, you know, Uxie, like, you know, I have to be careful with my rock setters, but also look at his team. He has a Mega, he doesn't have his team is really weak to hazards. I know he has a Mega Sableye, but he has very not good removal, and like his team gets chipped down a lot by hazards, which is nice for me because my rocker beats Mega Sableye. At least one of them. I have 4 rockers, and Mega Diancie beats Mega Sableye, so that is a really good rocker versus him. And I actually decided that when I made this team, that I was actually going to spike stack him, which I'll go into how exactly I'm going to try spike stacking him. It's kind of weird because my only spike stacker is Skarm, which loses to Mega Sableye, but I'll explain what I did in the team building. But yeah, let's actually start with this mon, Mega Diancie. So again, this thing was going to be my rocker, and I didn't actually run a defogger on this team. So, and I have like 2 mons weak to hazards, which are KB and Alolan Whack. And so I thought that his only 2 potential rockers are, well, he has Crustle, but I did not think Crustle was coming. His main 2 are Chansey and Metagross. Aerodactyl can also be a potential as well. But the main 2 I was thinking were going to be, you know, Metagross, which again, I didn't think Metagross was going to be. I thought it was more likely going to be Aerodactyl or Chansey, but if he decides that Chansey is going to be his rocker, I want to be able that I want my Magic Bounce user to be able to beat it 1v1. So I have actually sharpened Diamond Storm on this thing and Stealth Rock. So I actually don't have Earth Power on this one, even though he is a Metagross. Metagross has a lot of potential sets versus me. His 2 switch-ins, by the way, to Mega Diancie are Metagross and Chansey can potentially switch in, but I set up on Diancie. And the reason why I don't have Earth Power is 1, because I'm going to have to predict the Metagross anyway coming in. And if I'm ever able to get +1 and I have a +1 Diamond Storm, that's still going to be doing a good chunk to it. And I have, you know, a counter pretty much to most Metagross sets, or certain Metagross sets that Skarn can't counter, but I have a counter to most of them. And I can pretty much, yeah, I don't really need to predict it. Plus, if I get the +2 Diamond Storm boost, I actually am able to live a Bullet Punch, which is kind of cool. Which maybe Earth Power would have been nice for that if I get the Diamond Storm boost. Although, on top of, like, you know, if he's ever going to be switching into Moonblast, I feel with the combination of spikes, because I said I'm going to spike stack him, even though he has a Mega Sableye, I like explain. But with a combination of spikes, with a combination of everything on my team, I feel like my team just weakens Metagross so much that it's fine. I don't really need Earth Power on this, and Metagross is just going to get dwindled down throughout the match. So that's pretty much what it is. This attack investment is enough to KO Chansey after rocks. Like, it's enough for a Diamond Storm plus a +1 Diamond Storm after rocks to kill Chansey. So that's why I have this attack investment. This special attack is just the leftovers, because I'm going to be primarily spamming Moonblast versus him, because his Moonblast resist is Metagross. And I think that's it, really. I think, yeah, he is Venomoth, but, like, it's a Venomoth, and Diamond Storm fucks that. So that's fine. So the next mon, my spike user going to be this game is going to be Skarmory. So you see a really cool Skarmory set. Yeah, so I am SD Skarmory this week, and this is to help me break down Mega Sableye. I can SD on his switch into Mega Sableye. Maybe he's expecting a like spikes or anything, just to make sure I can't get up any hazards. So I can set up Swords on Mega Sableye. This attack investment allows me to 2-KO Mega Sableye with Brave Bird, and if he wants to Will-O-Wisp me, he's going to lose his Lumberry. So this thing is going to be able to allow me to force out Mega Sableye, and then I can get up spikes versus him. I'm going to have to be very careful in case he tries to pivot in Mega Sableye in on the spikes, but I'll try to do it as carefully as possible, but it'll be able to 2-KO Mega Sableye. Brave Bird just going to be able to do a lot of, like, damage and stuff. But it's mostly there for the Mega Sableye. I have a little bit of speed to be able to outspeed Metagross if it is AV, which most likely will be AV. I'm expecting AV most likely. Scarf is also good potential, even though it does get walled by Skarmory, because it's just a really good Scarf versus me, because it kills Mega Diancie, it kills Metagross. Or no, it kills KB. It can revenge kill Lucario. It's good for Linoon in case I want to bring that. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. I'm going to be able to set up spikes. Plus, sometimes I might not even need to SD in case his Mega Sableye has not Mega Evolved yet. I can just start setting up spikes. And I don't think he's going to expect spikes when he has a Mega Sableye. He might expect me not to bring spikes on Skarmory and maybe just be like a defensive Pokemon. So that's pretty much it. This Spadef investment is enough for Life Orb, Jolly, Aerodactyl, Fire Blast to not 2-KO me. And I have the rest in defense to help me versus Metagross. Thing about Metagross, another set that is very scary, if in case he's Home Claws Metagross, I'm going to be in a bit of trouble because, you know, it's going to be able to set up on me and hurt me with a Thunder Punch. Although I don't think he's going to be that unless he brings Chansey as a quote-unquote Mega Deancy counter to take 2 hits from it. Because I feel like he needs the AV on it to be able to check it, or he needs a Scarf that at least outspeeds it. And if he is Home Claws, he's not going to have Bullet Punch on his meta. He doesn't have the move slots for it. So there is that. So if he does bring Home Claws Mega Metagross, or not Mega, if he brings Home Claws Metagross, he's probably going to have Chansey to pair along with it. So if I don't see Chansey, then I probably will not worry too much about Home Claws, although it is still a bit of a worry. Anyways, I got my KB next. Yeah, this thing is just, again, another thing that can weaken Metagross. Like, Z Free Shock does over 50% to max HP Metagross, which is kind of insane. Metagross is going to have to constantly switch in because it switches into Mega Deancy. It also is a thing that switches into KB. It switches into my Anaconda right here, which is going to be able to weaken it with certain moves as well. So there's that. Z Free Shock just pretty much kills something. It'll kill Mega Sab, it'll kill Chansey, it just kills his fat shit. And it's just nice to have. I have a ton of attack investment, and on top of that, if he doesn't have Dazzling Gleam on his Manaphy, I'm going to be able to take a +3 Ice Beam very well, although he probably will have Dazzling Gleam. Now my next mon I decided to choose was Banded Lucario. So Lucario had a really good matchup this week. And I actually made a mistake right here. This should not be Earthquake. I changed it last minute and it was a huge mistake, but I'll go into that in a sec. Lucario is an amazing matchup this week because he does not really have anything for Lucario. The only thing that can really take a hit, 2 hits from non-banded Lucario like Life Orb is Mega Sableye. And you know, obviously it sounds like he can Wisp it and stuff, but I have Justified and like I resist Dark, so he can't knock me off. Like I can, like pretty much even if he Wisps me, I can 1B Lumberry, and even if he does, even if I'm not Lumberry, if he Wisps me, I can set up multiple Swords Dances on that Mega Sableye, and I can potentially sweep his team. I was thinking about Lumberries, even thinking about just going straight up Life Orb or Muscle Man with SD, and he can't touch me. All he can do is Will-O-Wisp me, and I can set up multiple SDs and potentially sweep his team. What I decided though is that I felt that I had enough for Mega Sableye. Like I have SD Skarm, which does a ton of damage. It's just gonna weaken Mega Sableye and even set up spikes. Allow me to set up spikes and just let it get weakened. Mega Deancy just hurts it. I have Z Free Shock KB, which is just going to smack it. I was also thinking about running sub KB, but I felt like that was really obvious versus his team, and I don't think he'd ever stay in with Mega Sableye or Chansey on my KB anyways. Because I know Adams is a good player. He will probably expect sub KB. But yeah, these hits, Iron Steel is able to 2-hit KO Mega Sableye, which is nice. Close combat just for nice coverage. And E-Speed is just to help me check stuff like Zygarde, Manaphy, Thundy T, his like setup sweepers, which are super scary. Now, Earthquake was a huge mistake. So I built this team about like 3 weeks before I actually battled Adam. And I had Bullet Punch on it originally. Bullet Punch was important because Aerodactyl is actually really good versus my team. Like a taunt Mega Aerodactyl means that Skarm does not wall it. It outspeeds the rest of my team, is able to kill my KB. It can kill my Deancy with Earthquake, especially because I am minus defense nature. It kills Marowak with the Stone Edge, and it doesn't one-shot my my Superior, but if it gets weakened or if it is Wing Attack or something, it's going to be doing a lot of damage still to it. So I really should have kept Bullet Punch, but at the last second I forgot that Bullet Punch was so important for that Pokemon, and I decided to change it with Earthquake because I wanted a neutral hit to hit both Metagross and his Mega Sableye, so he can't just switch in Mega Sableye in on a close combat and gain momentum on me. But anyways, I'm spending a lot of time on this video, but so the next Pokemon is going to be my Superior. I have enough special attack investment to 2-hit KO Mega Sableye after rocks with a 1 Leaf Storm and then a +2 Leaf Storm, so that's really nice. I have Glare to help me versus a D-Dance or Coil, like a D-Dance. Like I was thinking he was going to bring D-Dance and Coil with E-Speed and 1,000 Arrows versus me under Aurora Veil, and that would actually just straight up destroy me. So I have Glare to actually lower his speed, and then maybe I can check it even if he's at +1 with KB with like a Z Free Shock. His Dragon Claw is not going to kill under Aurora Veil. And then, or maybe even I could check it with Mega Deancy. You know, E-Speed on Lucario also helps a little bit versus Zygarde to help it not sweep me. But Aurora Veil is just so insanely annoying. But yeah, so, oh, this is the one I'm talking about. I also have Leech Seed to help me versus, like, Chansey and stuff. I was thinking about running Taunt somewhere to prevent it from setting up, but if he does set up on my switch in a Serperior, I'm in a lot of trouble because he's gonna be able to outspeed me and set up a second D-Dance, and then he can potentially win. But if I glare him, then he lowers his speed. I can check him with other Pokemon. I've sent this just for general recovery. This is also one of my main things to check the Manaphy. I have a Yachi Berry, and I can guarantee live any +3 hit from Manaphy with this Yachi Berry, which is really nice, and I can Oko it with a Leaf Storm unless he is Rindo Berry. Actually, I don't Oko with the Leaf Storm, but I do a lot with the Leaf Storm. And then my last one is going to be Maracalola. I didn't feel like anything else had a good matchup. So I have 3 attacks right here. I need Lightning Rod. It also helps me versus the Thundy T in case he wants to bring that. He will probably be knockoff Thundy T, but it at least means that he cannot just spam T-Bolt versus me. It can also potentially be Dark Bolts, which could be scary, but yeah, knockoff has helped me like knock off the Chansey. I could not afford Flare Blitz this week because I need to be Lightning Rod, and if I am Rockhead and I do have Flare Blitz and I Flare Blitz to Chansey, I'm just killing myself. So it's just going to pretty much be a double down. And I have my last move, Wisp, to be able to Wisp the Zygarde in case he's under Aurora Veil and he tries setting up a D-Dance on me. I will be able to Wisp it at least. And then Zygarde can take any one hit and be able to kill it unless it is Outrage. And he can't be Z Outrage versus me because it's not a Z move user. So if he locks him up to Outrage, I can just kill it with Mega Diancie. So that's pretty much it with the team. I know this was actually about 16 minutes long. Goddamn, I did not mean it to be this long. Goddamn. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you guys with the actual battle. God, this is way too long. I'm sorry. But yeah, I'll see you. Peace. Yo, what is up, guys? This is RizzyPOW, and I actually didn't need to do my intro right there because it's actually, I've already done my intro in this video. I forgot, but yeah, I'm actually recording this this actual battle quite a long time after I recorded the team builders. So what happened was I actually recorded them around the same time, but then I went to LA. And I went to LA for about a week, and I realized that my audio for the actual battle got fucked up. And so I didn't have a chance to re-record it. So this is going to have to be going up hopefully just one day late. I'm recording this on the morning of the 15th. And hopefully it gets up within a couple hours and I don't fuck something up or I don't get busy and all this kind of shit. But anyways, this is going to be going up against Adam the Bee's Knees. He's a good friend of mine. You guys know I talked about him on the team builder. Make sure you go check him out in the description. But yeah, as you guys can see for the matchup, what is this? He brought like a lot of threats. Blaziken I definitely thought was a good chance to be bringing. Metagross obviously like a soft check to so many of my mons like Mega Diancie, KB, Serp. I was mostly expecting EV Metagross, although Home Claws or what else was other sets that I was really scared of? Scarf was also a potential bring because it checks like all of my offense and also like gives him something for Lanoon if he brings that. But yeah, so yeah, Metagross can be a couple of things. He didn't bring Chansey. I was expecting Home Claws Metagross only if he brings it in combination with Chansey, just because it helps him take hits from Mega Diancie. Because if he's not AV, like Earth Power is still doing a ton. If he's also Home Claws, he won't have room for Bullet Punch to be able to check like certain members on my team. I think I talked about this in Team Builder, so I don't know why I'm re-saying all this, but he brought the Mega Sableye, no Chansey, that's the biggest thing. He brought Aerodactyl, which is pretty cool, and that's kind of a huge problem, Aerodactyl, because I actually changed Bullet Punch the Earthquake on my Ban Lucario, which was a huge mistake in hindsight, but we'll see how it goes in the battle. Anyways, yeah, it looks pretty good. I'm just going to lead off with KB because it leads off pretty well versus everything on his team. I can just one-shot Mega Sableye with a Z Free Shock if he leads off with that. If you lead off with Blaziken, it's getting actually a bit annoying because I don't have the best switch-ins to it. And he could be Scarf and just kill me. Next, Aerodactyl is kind of alright, but I have a Skarmory to switch into that. Zygarde, a bit annoying, but I have Serp again. Manaphy, I can deal with Manaphy, and I can just Fusion Bolt that thing. So that's what I was thinking. I'm going to just lead off with KB. It's a really good lead versus his team. I don't know why there's like a lighting issue. Do you guys see that? Look at this. Like the Pokemon come out and you see a weird lighting thing, but whatever. Anyways, he's going to lead off with Aerodactyl. I'm actually going to hard switch out into my Skarmory. as he is going to do the same thing into his Metagross in case like I'm Scarf KB. And yeah, I didn't want to get fucked by a Stone Edge, but this works out pretty well for me, and I'm actually just going to go for a Spike straight up. If you guys don't remember, I have SD on this thing because that +2 SD can 2 a KO Mega Sableye, and but he doesn't have his Mega Sableye Mega Evolved yet, so I just have no reason to get a Spike up. He doesn't have any hazard removal unless he is Defog Aerodactyl, so just getting up a Spike here is just huge for me because his team is very weak to Spikes. As that's really nice. I'm just gonna hard switch out into my Mega Deontay, as he could have gone for HB Steel. I felt that he might even go for Wisp. I thought Wisp was actually a pretty good play, even though it would have weakened my Diamond Storm. I wouldn't mind that. He didn't bring Chansey, so it's not the biggest deal. I don't mind my Diamond Storm being weakened, honestly. I also thought Foul Play might have been nice in case I did go a Alola Marowak, because that was an okay play, expecting the Wisp. And even if he did go for HB Steel and made that really good prediction, I've only taken 50%, which would have been fine with me. Anyways, I'm just going to go for a Moonblast, and this Spike, you're going to see why this is huge for me, because I'm just weak in Metagross, because Metagross just came in once. I have a solid switch in for it right here, so it's not going to be able to do anything, and it's already at 70% because of the Spike. So, because of that Moonblast damage at about 17%, I know this thing is AV, and it actually has quite a bit of Spadef bulk, or yes, quite a bit of Spadef bulk as well as max HP. So know that. I'm just going to go Hard Scar. No reason not to, as he actually made the play and went out into Aerodactyl, as you're going to see as taunt on this thing. But it's really nice. He's making like a lot of doubles and stuff, which is fine with me, because even though it's like he's gaining a little bit of momentum, I have a layer of Spike up, so I don't really care. He can make all the doubles he wants. He's weakening his team slowly, and he doesn't have a hazards up on my side, so I don't really mind. I am in the better position right here, as he goes on to this thing, and I go for Swords Dance expecting like a Mega Sableye. I didn't realize this thing had taunt yet, but yeah, if he went Mega Sableye, I could have 2 a KO that thing with Brave Bird. But yeah, just goes for a taunt, and I realize that this thing is going to be a huge issue for my team. Anyways, I'm going to now switch out into my Lucario on the Aerodactyl, because I felt like he wasn't going to go for anything that could hit Lucario. I'm not sure why I went to this exactly. I think he was going for like a Wing Attack, and I could have taken that. No, not Wing Attack. I was thinking Stone Edge was a play right here, and I could have taken that and just started doing damage, or scare it out with the potential Bullet Punch. Anyways, he goes Zygarde right here, and I'm just going to switch out because I don't want to die. And I'm going to go out into my Superior because I can take that easily. And I'm just going to go for a Leech Seed because, one, I expected him to go out in a Metagross, and that's just going to weaken him more. If he stays in, I'm getting a Leech Seed off on this, and I can Glare it the next turn. And Leech Seed just amazing versus anything on his team. There is no way he was going to go to Mega Sableye right here, because if I Leaf Storm was going to 2 a KO it after a layer of Spike. So I'm just going to get Leech Seed damage off on the Metagross, and that is really nice for me, as he is going to make a double right here into his Blaziken as I go just hard to Scar. There's no need for me to make any predictions or anything, because I can play it safe. I have layer of Spike up, and he's getting weakened over time. So right here, Blaziken is actually a huge threat to my team. I don't really have good switch-ins to it. Alola Marowak does resist its stabs, although Knockoff is a huge, it's going to hit and make it pretty much useless. So right here, I felt that Skarmory, even though, he has I have a layer of Spike up, Metagross is below half, and it's going to be just taking, another Spike damage next time it comes in. Oops, sorry about that. And I don't really need Skarmory for anything else. I mean, it'd be nice to just kill Mega Sableye, like SD up on Mega Sableye and kill it. But Blaziken is a huge threat, so I am at full health. I have Sturdy, and right here I just go for a Brave Bird in case he he just wants to Flare Blitz me and I can kill it. I'll be left on. No, it'll be a double down in that case, because Brave Bird will kill me if I'm down to Sturdy. But I was willing to do that just to get rid of Blaziken. Anyways, he actually makes a switch right here, goes on to Mega Sableye, so I'm not sure why exactly he did that. But I'm fine with that. So I get some Brave Bird damage off right here, so that's kind of annoying because now I'm out of sturdy range, which kind of sucks. But it's not the biggest deal because right here, I didn't feel like he was going to go for Wisp. And I have a Lumberry either way. He'd be able to go like for double Wisp and I'd have a burn Skarmory no matter what. Because if I SD up and he Wisps, then I lose my Lumberry. But he'll be in range of a +2 burn Brave Bird still. Although I will probably get my Skarmory burned no matter what if he does go for Wisp. Although I didn't feel like he was going to go for Wisp in this situation because, one, my last switch in was Mega Diancie. He probably has like something to hit Mega Diancie. I don't think Mega Diancie was a huge threat to his team. I don't think he'd have like he probably has HP Steel is what I'm saying, or some way to hit it. So I felt he was going to go for that. And I just thought like switch into this thing, like even potentially I could have pivoted into Alolan Marowak or gone out into Lucario right here. Well, Lucario would have not appreciated a Wisp. So I just didn't feel like he was gonna go for Wisp. I feel like he was gonna make some prediction. And I just SD'd up on the Mega Sableye as he does go for the Hidden Power Steel, which is fine with me, and I'm going to be able to 2-hit KO this thing with Brave Bird. If he goes for Wisp right here, I will eat up my Lumberry, as he actually just goes for Foul Play, so he probably doesn't have Wisp, but that's fine. Right here, I'm going to Roost up because he can't recover off my Brave Birds either way. And I want my Skarmory to be as healthy as possible to spike stack versus the rest of his team, to be a good check to Metagross and all this kind of stuff. As he actually makes a prediction right there and he switches out, but that's fine because Mega Sableye now dies to layer spikes, as it's pretty much a sack for him now. And not Mega Blaziken, but Blaziken is taking another 10%, which is fine with me. As right here, I'm going to go out for a Flare Blitz. Now, Skarmory was at +2. Up against the Blaziken. I didn't feel like I know he was a little bit in the back, but I didn't feel like he would make the knockoff play right here. And even if he did, I felt that I was still in an okay position. Alolan Marowak was still the most expendable Mon versus my team, and after another layer of spikes, he's gonna start being in range of E-Speed from my Banded Lucario. So I didn't really mind if Alolan Marowak went down right here. It would have been a bit annoying, but like it would have been fine. So my Alolan Marowak is gonna just I think I just go for Fire Punch right. No, actually make a double because I didn't know if this was Scarf Blaziken just yet. I knew like it could have been maybe like Flame Plate or Expert Belt or whatever. I didn't want him to go for a knockoff versus my Alolan Marowak. He was either probably gonna sack his Mega Diancie, or he was going to go for the knockoff right here. So I want to make a pivot into my Mega Diancie. He did sack off the Mega Sableye, and this is also very nice because it forces Metagross to come in, and it is going to take another layer of spikes, which is very nice for me, as I'm just going to go hard into my Skarmory right now. Literally no reason not to. He went for Bullet Punch in case, like, you know, I made a really like aggressive play and stayed in, expecting a double because he's been doubling a lot, but I literally had no reason to do that. So I'm just going to go for another layer of spikes on the Metagross as he goes for the Tail Glow. So this is the thing. So I decided to go for the Brave Bird right here. What I could have also done was gone hard into Superior, but the reason why I went to Brave Bird is because Brave Bird put him in range of a Leaf Storm from my Superior, and unless he is Rindo. Now, if he is Rindo, it kind of is a bit unfortunate. It's going to force me to sack an extra Mon, because I was going to sack another Mon either way, if he is Rindo, like the whole purpose was of this exchange of me going for the Brave Bird was to keep my Superior as healthy as possible in case he was not Rindo Berry. You'll see he is Rindo Berry, which kind of sucks because I'm going to take a lot of damage off on my Superior. I'm going to be also forced to sack off Alolan Marowak. I think I was going to be sacking off Whack no matter what though. But yeah. No, I wasn't going to do it no matter what, but I was trying to keep Superior as healthy as possible. It's hard to explain right here, but I'll pretty much just show you in the battle. So I go for the Brave Bird. He's now in range of a Leaf Storm for Superior, unless he is Rindo, which is nice. So I'm going to go sack off my Alolan Marowak in case, because like Scald plus Ice Beam is going to kill, and he's only going to get a chance to go for Ice Beam in case he is Rindo Berry. Also, if he goes for some Z move right here, I don't want Superior taking extra damage because I want it for the Zygarde. Anyways, I'm gonna now go on to Superior, and I'm hoping that he isn't Rindo Berry, because I do not, even though I'm Yachi Berry right here, if you guys don't remember, and Ice Beam is gonna put me down pretty low, and I want to be as healthy as possible for my Superior because Zygarde is super scary. So I'm just going for a Leaf Storm right here, and he is Rindo, which kind of sucks, and we're gonna exchange our berries right over here. I'm going to be taking a ton of damage, which I did not want to take, but unfortunately I'm going to be at around 27%, which kind of sucks. He's going to go into Aerodactyl, and Aerodactyl can just kill me right here, as I want to keep this thing around because I can still live in extreme speed from Zygarde, and I can glare it. So I want to keep this thing around, as well as it's a nice sack, as he's going to go out into this I'm going to go into my Skarmory. Skarmory is super expendable at this point because Metagross is very, very weakened, and this thing has Taunt anyway. I'm not walling Blaziken, and I'm not walling a Zygarde. So right here, I know he's going to go for Taunt. I just want to get Brave Bird damage off on this thing. I'm just praying this thing isn't Roost, because I might lose if this is Roost, because I decided to take off Bullet Punch for my Lucario because I'm an idiot. Anyways, I'm just going to go spam Brave Bird right here to weaken this thing, and I'm getting good damage off on it. He hasn't gone for Roost yet, which is very nice. Well, he went for Rock, so he revealed his whole move slot, unless he's not EQ, I was thinking, which I felt like he had to be EQ. But he got his Rocks up, which is very annoying because now Superior is pretty much useless. It's not taking extreme speeds from Zygarde anymore. I'm taking a lot of damage with my KB, although I can still live any one hit besides Outrage from my KB from Zygarde, and if he goes for Outrage, then I have a Mega Diancie. Anyways, this thing is very expendable, and he switched it straight in on a Brave Bird, which I don't know if I agree with that, because this was his win condition at this point, and he just let it kind of get weakened, because Brave Bird is still doing a lot of damage in combination with Spikes. As right here, I'm just going to spam Brave Bird to get him weakened into range of E-Speed from my Lucario. That's what I'm thinking at this point. Yeah, because this thing I could tell is very bulky from the Brave Bird damage. So I'm gonna go for Brave Bird right here, and right here he's it's like a roll for E-Speed to kill after he went for one Dragon Dance. He needs to be at +2 or +3 to kill my KB with my investment. I don't know, with 1,000 arrows. You can obviously kill it with Outrage, but if he does that, I have a Mega Diancie. But after Rocks, I think he has to be at +2 with 1,000 arrows to kill my KB. Something like that. So only thing that was scary is if he got to +3 with this thing. And if he did get a +3, he'd be so weakened by Brave Bird damage that Lucario would have killed anyway. So yeah, he gets a +2 right now, so I don't know if I can live with KB. I forget. I had this battle a while ago. Anyways, he's in range of E-Speed either way, so it doesn't really matter, as he's just going to kill me off with my Blaziken. Also, I sacked off Alola Marowak earlier, and I didn't really mind that, even though it resisted Blaziken's double stabs, and Blaziken pretty much kills everything because it's Scarf. But after a layer of Spike, I knew he was in range of E-Speed from my Lucario, and nothing on his team is okay with taking an E-Speed because everything is weakened. So I didn't really mind sacking off my Alola Marowak. Anyways, I'm just going to go for the E-Speed and kill off the this thing, as he's going to go into Blaziken, and I'm just going to go for another E-Speed because I am Bandit and I'm going to kill that thing. And he's not going to go into this. Now, I make a very bad play right here, so he's Life Orb, we know that. And he's not quite in range of Bandit E-Speed. I need one more Life Orb hit to guarantee it. And so I'm going to just sack off my Superior right here. Now I make a very big mistake right here. It's not like the hugest mistake, but when I was calcing, for some reason I had taken off the band. And E-Speed is going to kill this thing, but for some reason on my calc, because I took off the band off of my Lucario, it said that this was a roll, and I could potentially still lose the game, or something could happen, like he can crit my KB with Bullet Punch from his Metagross. So I want to play it safe in case it was actually a roll. I was really confused right here. I was like, why is this a roll? This should not be a roll. And I knew, like, I didn't realize I was calcing it wrong. I was just confused. I was like, is this right? But it ended up costing me 1 differential point, which isn't the biggest deal in the world. I went to Mega Diancie and I sacked that to force him to take one more Life Orb hit. And Lucario is now going to be able to get the kill for this thing. It's going to be able to kill the Aerodactyl. And his Metagross is in range of E-Speed after the spikes. So I'm just going to kill that thing. And that is going to be good game. So kind of fucked up at the end with 1 differential point, but it's not the biggest deal in the world. We are now 1-0 plus 2 differential. Next week we play my good pal Bronson, the Portland Polywags or something like that. I think he's the Portland Polywags. And Adam is the Houston Solrockets or some shit. I don't fucking know. All I know is that we are the Phoenix Florids, and we're gonna fuck some people up. You feel me? Anyways, Lucario actually ended up getting 4 kills this game, which is insane. So hopefully Lucario can be up on that MVP board, you know. But anyways, I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys all enjoyed. Peace.